Hi everyone, hope you're doing great this afternoon. I'm going to show you another beautiful arrangement. I'm making it in my garden. It's a lovely autumnal day again today. We've had no rain, which is great. Sun's not really come out today, but it's not cold at all, so that's great. And it's a lovely day, lots of lovely fresh air just to make a beautiful arrangement for you. Now, I do like to find unusual shaped vases, and in general just always on the lookout for unusual containers. And I came across this beautiful wide vase, glass vase, and what I've done is I've just made just a little bow, tied a little bow around it, and then because we're using fresh flowers today, I'm going to put in my flower food, which will make the flowers last a lot longer. And I'm going to use some beautiful coloured flowers and really nice textured flowers for you today. And this is called Protea, and as you can see it's orange and cerise, and what an amazing contrast that flower has in colour. What I do is when I start to arrange, I always clean the bottom, get rid of the bottom leaves, and I also cut at a diagonal. It's quite a strong stem, so it's a woody stem, so you need quite strong scissors. I have already conditioned these, put them in water so that they can drink a lot of water. But what you do with woody stems, you cut at a diagonal and then you make a cut all the way up so that the water can go up in the middle of the stem as well and take up enough water, because it's a harder stem, so it's more difficult for the water to go up the stem, and that is why you cut it just up here, just up the stem. So you cut at a diagonal and then just cut up the stem with your scissors. So we've got these beautiful proteas, absolutely gorgeous. It's quite a heavy flower, but it is stunning. And I've also got some beautiful filler flower here, and what I'm going to do is I'm almost going to be putting the stems at an angle and building up. Again, I'm using different forms, in other words different shapes of flowers to add interest to the arrangement. So we want to try and go all the way around and as balanced as we can with our flowers, making sure that we've got all the different types of flowers balanced. And got some more beautiful filler flowers. The colours are just so lovely. With what we have got, these lovely white buds, and these are my filler flowers. That means it kind of bulks up the arrangement and fills any gaps in the arrangement. So it's almost like when we're making a hand tie, but in a vase, hand tied arrangement, but in a vase. So that's why it's important to put your flowers at an angle, because then it's not just all going to be straight up in a straight line. You want the stems to come at an angle. You just have to fiddle about with it till you're happy with the height and the shape. So you want a nice round shape. I'm going to put another protea over here because we want a balance of colours. Got another protea here. You do need to fiddle about with it till you're happy with it. Look how beautiful that is. Stunning, isn't it? Beautiful autumnal colours. Again, I'm going to just come round and have a look at the angle. There we go. just work your way around. And this is a really quick design to make and add a beautiful look to your table. Again, trying to get it at an angle. Sometimes if you look from above, it's easier to see that you're creating a nice round shape. So you need to look at it from above, but from the sides as well, and step back and have a look at your arrangement as well, just in case you need to tweak something. Again, I've removed any leaves that are going to be below the waterline because I don't want my flowers to die quickly. I want them to live as long as possible. And with flowers that have got a woody stem, they tend to survive a lot longer than your softer stemmed flowers. So again, a beautiful flower there, filler flower. I call them filler flowers because they fill up the gaps really nicely because they've got a lot of flower on them. So they work quite well. So I'm just going to place it right here and put some just there. I think what we need to do is move our protea on this side. I want a good distribution of colour, so we're just tweaking them a little bit. That's it. There we go. It's coming along. There we go. I will be showing you how to make hand-tied bouquets where you can gift them to your friends, to your family. There's such a beautiful array of flowers that you can actually buy now. Got just a splash of white going in there as well. I'm just going to come to the front again and see how it's looking. We want that slightly more angled. I hope you can hear me. What I'm going to do is purchase a microphone, a mini microphone that works, which is compatible with my phone, so that you can hear me a lot better. This is only the third video now that I've done. I have to say, I'm really enjoying it. Flowers are my passion, and I can never get bored of making flower arrangements. You see, I've not used that many stems. Obviously, I would fill the water to come at least up to there, but I've not filled it up totally because obviously I've got to carry the vase in and I don't want it to be too heavy. But I would fill the water at least up to there when I get it indoors. So this is a lovely, lovely, simple vase arrangement. And it's not required that many stems. So that's that one. I'm going to put this to one side. Didn't take too long. Obviously you need to cut down the stems before, let them have a good drink of water and then start to arrange them. That is really important. Just going to clear up my table. And I want to show you another vase arrangement that I had made. Again, this has got proteas in. This is a protea, this is a protea, and I've got some really vibrant cerise and red roses in there, and I've got white lilies which are so fragrant, and I've got some beautiful ruscus in there, foliage ruscus it's called. Now if you want to elevate your arrangement a bit more, your vase arrangement, as you can see I've used like a pink vase here to complement my flowers above, because there's lots of pink cerises and greens going on, and again that helps to harmonise the arrangement. But what I've done to elevate this flower arrangement, and it smells amazing I have to say, I have added some little dried roses, and they've been sprayed in gold. And what I've done, I've just placed a few inside. This one's a bit tall, so I need to cut that down. You don't want these so tall that they're really kind of over the height of the roses. So that kind of elevates your arrangement. The other thing I would say is when you get your lilies, once you condition them, they open up quite quickly. But what I do is I remove the stamens, because what that does, it will damage your clothes. It will stain, not damage, but it will stain your clothes. So I get rid of the stamens from there, and I get rid of any leaves that I think are not looking good. I've got some wax flower in there. If you touch it, it actually feels like wax. This lasts a very long time. It's called wax flower, and it lasts a very, very long time. So I'm just going to turn this around and have another look at this. Again, you see we've got some beautiful pink lilies here that are growing, and again I would open this up and I would remove the stamens from there. You don't want anything that is going to stain your clothes or your your furniture. So best to get rid of that, because that's going to start opening out. But these lilies have such an amazing fragrance. Stargazer lilies are beautiful. You see I've got some lilac colour going in there. There you go. You've just got a splash of white. I think that colour scheme works really well together. So equally, this can also be made into a bouquet, a hand tie bouquet, and aqua packed, and I'll show you how to do that in one of my next vlogs. So there you have it, another beautiful vase arrangement. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you very soon. Bye.